God bless you guys. Thank you for coming. All right, so I'm going to kick it off. The first story is about Facebook demanding mandatory tracking location on all big pages. I'm going to start this from a quote from my mother, who I talked to today. God bless you, Mom. I love you. I appreciate you. She told me when I started on the internet, she said, don't put your real name. When I would sign up for email, like the internet just came out. This is in early 2000s, late 1990s. She said, don't put your real name. They don't need to know all your information, and I was like, you're right. So I would always create fake names when I made email addresses because it's the internet. I don't want my real name out there. Fast forward 20 years. Now everybody has our full name. All these websites have our addresses. They're tracking our location on multiple apps. And I'm not a paranoid person. I'm not here to tell you, oh my God, they're tracking you, be afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not scared. I'm just telling you, I'm warming this story up with remember how we used to not put our full names on email addresses and we tried to hide our real identity from the internet? Now we're literally at the point where you have dozens of apps tracking your every location, everywhere you walk. The 1984 movie is here. It's just everybody's so dumbed down from the food, from the education, from the television, from the movies, from the music. We are socially engineered at this point. We're being socially engineered by everything that we look at, that no one even really notices it. They're like, whatever. But my big thing, and like I said, I don't care that Google and all these companies are tracking my location, whatever. If you have a fetish for knowing where I'm at all times, that's fine. Do your thing. If you want to take my information and sell it to advertisers so you make billions of more dollars, that's fine. I get it. You know more about me than I might even know myself. So you could sell it to all these advertisers so they can make a fortune off of us. That's fine. I'm not hating on it. But what really kind of bothered me this week was, I'm already being tracked by Google. I'm being tracked by Apple. Everyone is. And I wasn't being tracked by Facebook, at least to my knowledge, because I had location services off. I was like, why does Facebook need to know where I'm at 24/7? I don't know. So I log into one of my pages because I not only run this anomaly page, I also run, one of the more influential media pages, just trying to break big stories. It's called World Cloud. That's my page. I publish basically 100% of the content there and just try to spread the information. Candace Owens came up through World Cloud. Trekka came up through World Cloud. A lot of great people. I've been able to just give them a little boost because I really like their message. So, that's why I wanted to do it, just share good vibes, good people out to the world. But I go to log into my World Cloud page yesterday or 2 days ago, and it says, hey, basically, I'm paraphrasing, but it's like, hey, if you want this page to not get deleted or unpublished, or you can't ever post this page, and it gave me like a date, like a week and a half from now, it's like, turn your location services on. So Facebook gave me they were like, you want to publish to this page? We need to know where you're at. We want to know exactly where you are. So I'm like, okay, well, it's probably because they, got pressured by all the big corporations and the, government people who lost. So they want to make sure that I'm in the United States. No big deal. So I jumped through all of their hoops to basically sign up to the location services, and I do it. And it's like, check, you're in the United States. That's great. So then I turned it off because I was like, maybe I'll just turn it on, keep it on for a few minutes, and then turn it back off because I don't want Facebook to be tracking me every time I use the app. So I turned it off after they already verified me, and they de-verified me and were like, hey, you need to do it again. So now what I found out, and I'm just breaking the news to everybody, if you run a big page, you already know. Maybe they're doing it to small pages too. But they want to basically track me 24/7. They want to track my location, or else I can't publish to World Cloud. And I'm not mad at it. It's like, I get it. They're all tracking me. They're selling my, information out to advertisers and probably selling it out to other people too. But that's a new thing on Facebook. So if you run a big page like me, not only do they want to make sure you're in the United States, they're not just satisfied with that. They want to basically track you 24/7 or track you every time you're using the app just to use it. So I know this comes from the Russia scare and all that stuff. So the media and the politicians who were sore losers, who couldn't win the election against Donald Trump and had to make up all these conspiracy theories and excuses for why they lost, they've pressured Facebook to the point where they're now tracking everyone 24/7. And like I said, before I move on to the next story, I just want to say I'm not paranoid. I'm not nervous. I'm not scared. I'm just telling you, when I first started the internet, my mother told me, don't even put your full name. They don't need to know your full name. And now we're at the point where all of these companies, they not only know our full name, they not only know our address, they're literally tracking most of us 24/7, which is pretty insane. So I'm just